Hello and welcome, my garbage pail kids. Holy crap, do I got some good news for you guys. This is so special. It's something we've been waiting for a long time. In fact, for a little while, we thought it might not even happen. The engineer is coming. Kind of, we think. Let's hope so, man. Let me show you guys the news of what we know so far. So this is Ninja Kiwi Games right here. That's official Ninja Kiwi's official Twitter right here. And what they're saying is Bloons 56, BTD6, Ninja Kiwi. Check this bad boy out, man. This is a toolbox, right? So, I mean, I guess you can't say that it's official if you see a toolbox that it's got to be the engineer, man. But what the heck else what the heck else could it be? So if you guys are enjoying this, by the way, make sure you press that like button, subscribe if you have not. We've got some new, as soon as I know of more information, as soon as I get more content for you guys, I promise I'll get it up for you guys right a freaking way, all right? So the engineer has been something we've been looking forward to for a long time. It was in Bloons Tower Defense. It actually started off Bloons Tower Defense Deluxe, 5 Deluxe, and then appeared eventually in BTD 5 once they scrapped Deluxe. So now here we are, guys. We're waiting for this guy for over a year now. We thought it was going to come with the release, and it didn't happen, which is kind of sad, you know? So I guess the question is, like, what do we know so far? Do we know that it's not a hero? We actually don't know that yet. We cannot confirm nor deny that it's not going to be a hero, but I would very strongly, I very strongly think that it's not going to be a hero. I think that everybody would get really angry at Ninja Kiwi if it was a hero, and Ninja Kiwi would get blasted with, get sandblasted up their butt right there. That would not be fun for them, because we've been waiting for this guy. I think there's more than enough to do a full-on tower here, right? So this, by the way, is not mine, and this is also not the official engineer in the game. I want to point that out really quick. This is, I believe the art was made by David the Superior, and Sintigs also kind of worked his magic on this stuff. If I'm wrong about that, please correct me in the comments below. But I saw a random Reddit post about this a long time ago, and I decided, I was thinking about it. I was like, oh man, this is actually like perfect for this video right here. So what this is this is a, this is a guess at what we think some of the upgrades might look like over here. All right, now I don't actually believe this. I actually think they're going to be a little bit different. I think faster engineering is probably going to be a thing. There's probably going to be something that makes the engineers shoot a little bit faster. There's probably going to be something that sucks up Bloons and probably sucks up Moab class Bloons. I think everybody's probably expecting that. And then you're expecting something like an overclock over here, and then possibly a super overclock. I don't know, maybe something that either overclocks the tower even further, up to like the next level, like adding extra damage and extra speed, or maybe it adds an some sort of additive bonus after it's done or something like that. I don't know what's gonna happen, or maybe it'll make your tower so powerful for like a minute or something like that and just disappear. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? I know there's like a lot of ways you could go about it, you know? I think it would be one of those things where it's like nobody ever wants to get this except in very rare circumstances, you know? And that's the kind of fun part about the engineer here, because he's a weird tower. I mean, look at this guy. He basically works like no other tower. And in fact, if you guys don't know, Ninja Kiwi was planning on scrapping the engineer for a little while. They weren't going to put him in the game, but they've seen that we want him. The crowd finally wins here. The community is going to win for us, guys. We've wanted this engineer for a really long time. And it's official. I think it's official. I think it's as official as we could possibly say it's official. It's going to happen here, guys. And I'm pretty freaking excited here. Of course, I've got no gameplay yet because the tower's not in the game yet. So all I can really rely on here is just some of this fun stuff over here. So, the only other thing is, I wonder if cleansing foam is going to be a little bit different here. Is it going to work just on camos and regens like usual, or is it going to work on purple Bloons and possibly even other rando, like, reinforced Bloons and stuff like that? Will it get rid of all of that? I don't know. The one thing that I hope that they take out of the game, I'm really, really hoping that they take this out of the game, but I don't think that they will, the larger service area, man. It's terrible. It's probably the worst upgrade in all of Bloons Tower Defense in its totality. All right? it makes your engineer worse. You have to spend money to make your engineer worse. Now, in like 95% of situations, it makes them worse. And the very rare 5%, it might make them it might make them reach a couple things that they might not have reached before and make them just a smidge better. But generally speaking, not a good thing over here. Of course, now I want to know what your guys' opinions are. What do you think the engineer's upgrades are going to look like in this game here? Do you think these are going to be any different? Do you think super sentry guns, or no, better sentry guns and then super sentry guns are going to be something that we're going to be looking forward to? Or do you think there's going to be something just wild, kind of out of the wilderness, just out of nowhere, they're going to come at us with it? I don't know. It would be kind of cool if they did some more interesting upgrades. Don't be boring with the upgrades. Make some fun stuff, but you also have to make sure that he's a fair tower in the game. So that's pretty much it for this picture here, guys. When you hop over to Bloons CD6 over here, it looks beautiful now, doesn't it? It looks so good, oh so juicy. How are things going to change over here? So I would guess, all right, I would guess that he's a military monkey. I mean, he's got nails and stuff like that. I could see why they might make him a primary monkey, just because it's going to make him more powerful when you pop him in the range of a monkey village or something like that. Making him a primary tower can end up making him actually get reasonable bonuses, because if you guys don't know, the engineer is a very early game tower, all right? He kind of loses his edge in the mid to late game depending on how things are going to go, but of course I don't know how they planned him out in BTD6. Maybe they made him a little bit better, but generally speaking, once you hit like level 30, around 30, 35, or 40, engineers really are not good anymore. The whole point of the engineer was to get that early game popping power, which I think is going to be the interesting thing about this guy. Because so far, when we start off a game, and we really don't have very many towers to work with here. I mean, of course, we get our free dart monkey. Like, boomerangs aren't even really a starting tower anymore. Like, they can be used, but like not really. Nobody uses freaking tack shooters these days, man. Tack shooters aren't there. Subs are an okay tower, but still, they're not used all that often. So it's just like, what do we have? Like, ninjas and dart monkeys are kind of like the only two guys that people usually start off with at the beginning of the game, right? You just get those dart monkeys. It's got that 2 pops per shot, which is not the same as it always used to be, by the way. It used to be 1 bloon per shot here, man. So, I actually hope that they make him a primary monkey, but I completely understand why they might make him a military monkey. Of course, what are your guys' opinions on that? Now, the one other reason why I think they might not make him a military monkey, and I know this is just gonna destroy your guys' brains here thinking about this possibility, but what about the Darkling gun? Yes. So I think that's going to be a major issue here, guys. Are they going to release the Darkling gun ever? I think that they will end up releasing him eventually. I don't think he's going to affect the meta as much as the engineer will. But I think that they have to, no matter what, make the Darkling gun a military monkey. And I think that, you know, popping the engineer over here into a primary monkey just makes more sense. It looks like they left just enough room for 2 more primary monkeys, 2 more military monkeys, and of course they could add as like 3 more magics and a crap ton of supports if they really want to. And I could get if they want to like scroll back and forth. They usually don't want to do that kind of stuff, right? It just looks like there's just a nice juicy 2 spot right here. Why did they do that? They put 4 on the top and 2 on the bottom, not 3 and 3. What could be the reasons for that? But if they do make Darkling gun and engineer 2 military monkeys, then for then on there, I severely doubt they're going to want to add any more towers at all. And honestly, I think adding towers as a totality is just a really rare thing to do. Think about it, guys. It's been an entire year. And yes, admittedly, we've got a crap ton of heroes into the game, all right? We started off with, I think, 4 heroes: Quincy, Gwendolyn, Striker Jones, and Oben? Yeah, those are the first 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the first 4 to start off the game. And then they gave us Azili, and then I think Benjamin was after that, actually. Then Captain Churchill, and then this guy, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But if they do make another engineer hero, man, I'm going to be so sad. I'm pretty sure you guys are too, right? We've got more than enough heroes in the game. They all work in different ways, you know? Like, you just don't need any more of those guys. You only use 1 per game. And of course, you do use it for the entire game, but it's only going to be used once. So, basically, just to wrap this all up for you guys, I'm really freaking excited for the engineer. I think it's going to affect the game a lot. I think the one cool thing about it is going to be the overclocking. Because if you really go into these later games, there's only a couple towers that really work well. Heli pilots, possibly monkey aces, depending on the situation. But heli pilots are probably like the signature move on maps like this. So will that overclock just make it so we can actually survive? You know, just getting one frickin' Apache Prime or something like that and just letting him go. Let him do his thing, and then eventually we can get our engineer, pop him down, overclock this guy, and make him go to town. Especially if there is that that option where you overclock something with the super overclock, and then for the rest of the game, it has that the extra additive bonus or something like that. You know, we don't know how the super overclock is going to work, because I severely doubt they're going to make it. You know, most abilities have a 4th tier ability and a 5th tier ability. I severely doubt that they're going to want to do some sort of weird only 5th tier overclock and 4th tier just doesn't exist anymore. That would be goofy as crap. I don't like it. I don't think it's going to happen, but just want to toss that option out there for us as well. So, like I was saying, guys, I kind of just rambled about this stuff for too long, but I'm really freaking excited. Last thing, when do you think it's going to come out, Chris? I have no idea, all right? This is why Ninja Kiwi just likes to keep things under wrap. They like to keep things secret, usually until the very last second, all right? They usually say, oh, on Tuesday, we're going to show them that it's coming. We're going to release it on Thursday or Friday. So, like, 2 or 3 days later, right? That's the usual for Ninja Kiwi. But a couple times in the past, like, 6 months to a year, I have said that, and then I've been wrong, and it's been a week or 2 weeks or even 3 weeks. And it might be because it's, you know, about battles-related stuff or, you know, other random stuff that just doesn't seem like as important as Bloons Tower Defense 6. But it's definitely something you got to keep in mind here, guys. So, in the end, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please press that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to give you guys all this extra engineer information over here. And, of course, have a super-duper delicious day.